Well, every shocking moment in court today was analyzed by legal experts across the country.
From Justin Harris's demeanor to whether or not his wife Leanna could be brought up on charges. CBS 46's Daniel Wilkerson spoke with a Cobb County legal expert, and she had a look at the way the judge may have come to these decisions today.
That's right. In fact, she told me to keep in mind that the strict purpose of this hearing is to decide whether Justin Harris should remain in jail. Now, since that has been decided, now a grand jury will decide the charges this father will face.
She says it will be a trial that will captivate audiences.
Last summer it was the Zimmerman trial. Another year it was Casey Anthony. I think we now have our national case that the whole country's going to be watching.
Atlanta attorney B.J. Bernstein sat down today, as many did, watching the preliminary hearing for Justin Harris.
This is going to be a case where they're going to put bad fact after bad fact after bad fact together to make it larger, as opposed to one piece of evidence.
She talks about the bombshell dropped by the prosecution.
He told the judge he now believes that there was evidence enough to show that it was an intentional act.
Another bombshell: while his son sat baking in a car, claims Harris was sexting with someone underage.
Part of it will be evidence to show, certainly in terms of criminal negligence, that he was paying attention to all these other things. The indictment could charge him for the sexting if it's found that he was sexting with a minor. Now the question is, would it be in this indictment or would it be in a separate indictment? You could argue that it would be irrelevant to trying the murder case.
And as for allegations of Harris's wife's involvement,
at this point, clearly they don't have enough of a charge.
But she says perhaps the most damning accusations made today were the videos Harris allegedly viewed.
If that is really the case, that's a very serious allegation, and the state said it was 5 days before this incident happened. Remember, at the beginning of this case, everyone could empathize that they too may leave a child or an animal in a car, and soon thereafter the child dies. But researching it beforehand, that makes the case more difficult.
And as to the judge's decision to not release Harris from jail, she says to remember the purpose of this hearing is to determine whether Harris should be held in jail and whether this case should move on. The charges could change. We could see them upgraded to first-degree charges or malice murder charges. And so with that could come the potential for flight risk.
Daniel, was Bernstein shocked that so many details came out in court today? We heard a lot of stuff.
And she was. She says, in fact, that as an attorney, that she's never put any witnesses on the stand during a preliminary hearing. She says it's a double-edged sword, and that they possibly got really good replies from witnesses today because those witnesses didn't know that what the state was going to ask them. Certainly they'll be prepped if this should go to trial, so their answers may not have the same effect.
Yeah, unbelievable case
Wow.
so far, Daniel. Thank you.